Welcome to Almaty. It is the largest city of Kazakhstan and served as the capital city until 1997. The city still has a huge influence in the country's cultural and economic affairs. Almaty is located in the southeastern part of Kazakhstan and 40 kilometers north of Kyrgyzstan. Almaty means the city of apples, and because of its relatively mild climate, the city has a wide range of apple trees. The largest city in Kazakhstan, Almaty is the scientific, cultural, historical, industrial, and financial center of the country. Located in southeastern Kazakhstan, it was the former capital of Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic 1929 to 1991 and of independent Kazakhstan 1991 to 1997. It lies in the northern foothills of the Trans-Ilialatau at an elevation of 700 to 900 meters, where the Bolshaya and Malaya Almantinka rivers emerge onto the plains. Due to its location, Almaty became a center of trade, agriculture, and craft, as settlements within Greater Almaty became part of the trade routes along the Silk Road. Almaty is a diverse and cultural city, housing many different nationalities who have claimed the city as their home. However, in the early 20th century, the Kazakh people underwent a genocide whilst under Soviet rule, and millions of Kazakh people lost their lives. It's only since the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 that the Kazakh people are once again the ethnic majority in Almaty. Today, large numbers of green spaces and parks, large squares, memorials, and magnificent Russian architecture all combine as evidence of the city's Soviet history. Kazakhstan is the world's ninth biggest country and is the most economically advanced of the stans thanks to its abundant reserves of oil and most other valuable minerals. Kazakhstan is a landlocked country of Central Asia, bounded on the northwest and north by Russia, on the east by China, and on the south by Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and the Aral Sea, and Turkmenistan. The Caspian Sea bounds Kazakhstan to the southwest. Kazakhstan is the largest country in Central Asia and is the ninth largest in the world. It is formerly a constituent or Union Republic of the USSR, declared independence on December 16, 1991. There are many hidden treasures in the country that will leave you in awe, whether it's because of their beauty or in their weirdness. Sad to say, I don't have enough time visiting this enormous country. I have only 2 days. I started my journey crossing the border from Uzbekistan to Kazakhstan. I took a private taxi to the border. Crossing the border is not difficult. And then from the border, I took private shared car or minivan to Almaty, Kazakhstan. It takes me more or less 10 hours to arrive in the main station, the Charyn bus station in Almaty, Kazakhstan. I arrived at the Charyn bus station 3 o'clock in the morning, and I took a taxi to the Kazakh State Circus, the meeting place for daily excursion from Almaty, visiting Charyn Canyon National Park, the Kolsai Lake, and the Kaindy Lake. I joined the group tour company joined me. I paid 19,000 tenge. So here we are after less than 3 hours driving. We arrived at the Charyn Canyon National Park. Charyn State National Natural Park showcases some of the most beautiful landscapes of the Almaty region. About 200 kilometers from Almaty, Charyn State National Park is one of Kazakhstan's most important reserves, protecting a series of unique landscapes and lush environments. Within the wilderness of the park, rare and endemic species have made their home, offering a fantastic experience for visitors who are interested in seeing some of the region's most important animal and plants. This park is open all year, with the vistas changing with the seasons, each offering its own stunning scenery. When you visit, there are three distinct areas to explore: the Andes Kazakh region, Uyghur region, and the Rayambek region. The Olkan Bogoti mountain range hosts resident gazelle herds and scientific mineral facilities. Kizel Karasai protects the relics of Sogdian ash trees and ancient mineral waters. But the most famous area of unique interest in the park is certainly Charyn Canyon. This picturesque indigenous locality impresses with its heavenly landscapes. The canyon depth is 200 meters. The height of the bluff mountains of the canyon reaches 150 to 300 meters. The canyon itself represents a monument of nature formed with sedimentary rock aged more than 12 million years. The landscapes are virtually miraculous there. Charyn Canyon is getting scarlet, pink, and orange colors at sunset when the sun is disappearing behind the horizon. There is a quietude around, and the Charyn River bubbles washing against the cliffs can only be heard from below. The sight will leave nobody indifferent. The so-called the Valley of Castles is thought to be one of the attractions of the canyon. These rock deposits, resembling a tower by its form, seem to be created by unforeknowable giants. The Valley of Castles is over 2 kilometers in length, and its width reaches from 20 to 80 meters at some places. So going back, we rode in the Soviet car. We paid it, I think, maybe $1 or $2 going back to the bus. So there are three canyons in Charyn Canyon. One of the most and popular is the Valley of the Castles, which we visited already. So this is Yurt. Yurts are home to the Kazakh people in every sense of the word. A convenient and practical dwelling that is easy to construct and load into camel or horse for transport across the steppe. The yurt is an unmistakable symbol of Kazakh culture and that of other Turkic nomadic peoples. The word yurt itself can be translated as homeland, fatherland, or even people. Also, in Kazakh culture, the yurt represents a certain model of the concept of the universe. So now we're visiting one of the canyons in Charyn Canyon, which is the Moon Canyon. It is one of several canyons located at the mouth of the Charyn River. The length of the canyon is approximately 6 kilometers. The canyon is interesting for its unearthly landscapes. It differs sharply from the classic Charyn Canyon or the Valley of Castles.
Так, раз. Так, Что же, уважаемые туристы, потихоньку просыпайтесь. Мы с вами уже подъезжаем к нашему поселку Саты, где мы с вами остановимся на обед. С правой стороны от вас вы можете заметить реку, называется она Щелек. Называется она так. Да, называется она так. Берет оно также начало с Колсайского плато, то есть сейчас мы с вами уже находимся в Киенском районе Алматинской области. Поселок, как будто мы поднимались по лестнице, и сейчас мы с вами дошли до почти что до последнего поселка, не доезжая до Колсайских озер. Раньше этот поселок у нас назывался Таушилек. Таушилек почему? Потому что само название гор на казахском оно переводится как Тау, а Щелек это название речки, которую вы видите со своей правой стороны, соответственно, поэтому ее так назвали, именовали в Сата. Со временем это также связано с местными легендами, потому что мы сейчас находимся на пограничной территории Казахстана с Кыргызстаном, то есть буквально за вот этими горами, за Илийского плато уже территория Кыргызстана находится. И в 17 веке здесь проходили огромные сражения между казахами и джунгарами, в ходе которого местное население очень часто уходило прятаться в местные горы, соответственно, поэтому им было так легко подниматься по этим горам, как будто они шли по лестнице, соответственно, поэтому и образуется такое вот легендарное название поселка, как Сата, то есть поселок Лестница. Вообще сам поселок у нас является максимально туристическим, то есть он расположен на расстоянии 12 километров от озера Kaindy, в 15 километрах от озера Kolsai, что дает большую возможность для туристического развития. То есть 90% домов здесь у нас являются гостевыми, они сдаются в аренду туристам, которые хотят остаться здесь на день, два или больше. К примеру, на наших двухдневных турах мы также ночуем на территории поселка Сата и уже в дальнейшем отсюда выезжаем и посещаем наши оставшиеся локации. Так, основной род деятельности, естественно, туризм, потому что изначально здесь было ущелье, в ходе которого оно затопилось, образовав естественную природную плотину, и так и образовали здесь все три озера Kolsai. Сегодня мы посетим именно нижнее озеро Kolsai. Почему? Потому что у нас имеется вот такая вот асфальтированная дорога с города Алматы до парковки нижнего озера Kolsai, что делает возможным посещение любым желающим данного природного объекта, однако в целом.
And now we finally arrived to Kolsai Lake National Park. It is located on the north slope of the Tian Shan Mountain, southeast Kazakhstan, 10 kilometers from the border with Kyrgyzstan, often referred to as the Pearls of the Tian Shan. The park's main feature are the Kolsai lakes located between the Raimbek district and Talgar district of Almaty region. The scenic Lake Kaindy is also within the park. The park boundary is 100 kilometers, 75 miles southeast of Almaty. Located around 12 kilometers by paved road from Sati village, these three spruce and mountain hemmed lakes are alpine-esque beauty at its best and a Kazakhstan highlight. As you hike between the lakes, graze on wild strawberries and raspberries in summer, and take frigid dips in the clear waters. The hiking trails between the lakes are steep in places and can get very muddy. You need your own wheels to reach the lakes or go as part of a tour from Almaty. From 1 kilometer long Zani or the lower Kolsai Lake, 1,800 meters, it's 6 kilometers up from the lower lake by a hike of about 3 hours to Sredny Middle Kolsai Lake, 2,250 meters, the biggest and most beautiful. From the middle lake to the smaller Verkini or the upper Kolsai Lake at 2,800 meters, where the forest gives way to alpine grasslands, is about 4 kilometers and 3 hours walking. Inquire at the entrance about permission to visit Verkini Lake since it's part of the border zone with Kyrgyzstan. And last but not the least, in our day tour is the Kaindy Lake. Lake Kaindy, meaning the Birch Tree Lake, is a 400-meter long, 1,300 feet lake located in Kazakhstan. The lake reaches depths of nearly 30 meters, 98 feet, located 129 kilometers, 80 miles east-southeast of the city of Almaty and is 2,000 meters above sea level. Lake Kaindy is lost in a coniferous forest at the height of 2,000 meters above sea level among the Kungay-Alatau Mountains. Its name possibly originated from an artificial birchwood located near the lake. Lake Kaindy, with a length of 400 meters and depth of almost 30 meters, was formed as a result of natural disaster. A gorge was flooded with water, which formed natural gates in the very center of the lake. Its coniferous trees submerged incompletely. Their dried peaks overlook proudly over the water like sunken squadron masts. Their peaks are greeting amazing sights of the Kaindy and Sati Gorge and also water gap of the Chilik River. This is cost 3,000 Kazakh money. I forgot the money. Kazakhstan. They like meat. It's very meaty. It's beef.